Okay, all right. So we had almost completed the asanas. Okay, so just what was left was the headstand. Okay, so you can do the shoulder stand or you can use the headstand. Then we'll do the yoga nidra. Okay, so lifting yourself up, balance your legs in exercise. Once you get the confidence of it, you can do exercises while standing on your head. It helps the blood flow, okay, from legs, from heart to brain easier. Okay. All right. So headstand done. Now we do shavasana. Okay, so shavasana. Shavasana is basically resting, but what's called active rest. So active one. Okay. Right. So what happened? Where's am I lost? Where am I? Meetings. Launch meeting. I got lost somewhere. Where? What happened? I thought I was in the Zoom. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So let's keep doing. See. Okay. No. You're there. Security. No. Okay. All right. So we keep doing. All right. So now yoga in resting part. Yeah. You need to lie down flat, hands by your side. So you've done your physical asanas, the exercises, hands by your side, head straight, lie down flat. This is very important part of your yoga practice because it teaches you intuition, helps you look inside yourself, and that is probably the hardest part of life because your ego in yourself doesn't ever allow to see your true self who you are. So yoga nidra in that way is very helpful because slowly, gradually, you'll learn how to see yourself. Hands by your side, separated from your body, leg little bit separated, eyes are closed, but your inner eye are open at this time. In this exercise, you'll notice that you can see so many things with your closed eyes and clearly as well. So the first part that we focus on, the body healing repair system, the first part obviously is breath, because without breath, that's it, life is gone. So focus on the breath, which is observe where the oxygen comes from. Express gratitude like we did with Surya Namaskar, express gratitude, the sun, Chandra Namaskar to the moon. Now to the atmosphere where the oxygen is. Gratitude is scientifically proven to be the most important emotional exercise in your body. So learn to express gratitude in your life. It helps produce lots of very good things in your body. Like somewhere around 7,500 different types of chemicals that can be measured, and gratitude is number one in that, like to express the goodness in a person and healing power. So observe where air comes from and watch it with your closed or third eye as it enters the nostril, and now visualize the passage through the windpipe into the lungs. Visualize how air becomes blood and understand the chemical reaction, the hemoglobin, the red blood cells, how they bind the oxygen, and observe how the blood carries it to the heart and how heart pumps, and the whole thing within microseconds is distributed from head to toe without you being aware. It's happening. It's reality. That's what's happening in your body. So become conscious of that And being conscious in itself is very powerful and healing. And in terms of oxygenation, your body gets better oxygenated because the efficiency of the process is much better when you are mindful. Breathe again. The second pran is called apart. So take your breath through nostrils, through lungs, heart. Now concentrate on your belly button and exhale. As you breathe out, observe the return of blood from tip of your toe and from head, which are back to the heart, and heart brings pushes to the lung, and lung converts the chemical reaction into exhaling carbon dioxide and other gases. So inside is 2 atoms, outside is 3 atoms. So just at atomic level, you can understand how breath can help you lose weight, because where does carbon come from? Carbs, yeah, carbohydrates, sugars. So breath in itself is very helpful if you can concentrate. So being very conscious when you breathe, put your attention to the heart, be rhythmic and deep. That's the formula of helping your increase the efficiency or oxygenation of your blood and weight loss and balance. Breathe again. The third prana is called saman. So first, second you learn. Now the third, bring your attention to the belly button 1 inch above it. Now observe there is the energy center. It's called Jatharagni, where hydrochloric acid is secreted. This is reflective of sun outside, like the oxygen was coming from the space, which is infinite in itself, and the atmosphere where the gases are held. The sun, without sun, there is no this planetary system. With your energy system in the body as well, you need to keep it checked and balanced. Concentrate on it. So it gives you that roop, rang, roshni, the brightness of life, the digestive function, the energy. As long as there is heat, you are alive. Breathe again. The fourth prana is called Udan. So bring yourself up now towards the heart area. Heart has 4 chambers of a machine which pumps blood, 5 liters. So while the outside of Earth has water about 70%, the body also has similar balance of fluid inside you. It gives you shitalta, this cohesion. As you understand, electrical conduction system is based on water or the fluid. So you get ionosphere. The electrical conduction system runs the electromagnetic frequencies through the volume of fluid in your body. So far, there is no other drink apart from water or coconut water or something like that. Water from organic fruit like cucumber or coconut or fresh water. These are the best drinks of your life. Make sure you have enough of it for the reasons I explained. And this is reflective of your inner self, the somras, okay? The CSF, cerebrospinal fluid, that washes your brain. So like we talked about prana, the fourth prana, Udan, is associated with somras, which washes your brain every 12 hours. That's why we do asana, the flexibility exercise, because your spine movement is what helps movement of this fluid, because it goes right to your tailbone. Then 12 hours later, it goes right to the top of your head. So the movement of the fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, somras, is the magic of your body, because your neuronal function happens. So that it's all twisting the body is not, yeah, it's helpful at a physical level, your lymphatic system, blood vessel, etc., and muscle tendon is tense, but there's a deeper meaning to it because it moves your spinal cord, and the somras component of it is very important. So deep breathing. So this is called the fifth fourth prana. Your pleura, your heart is bound by fluid, your lungs are bound by fluid, your abdominal walls are surrounded by fluid. A baby grows totally in amniotic fluid. So it's without fluid, there's no life. Okay? The Shitalta, cohesion, electromagnetic frequencies, all are run through fluid. So we talked about space, where the oxygen comes from, the fluid of it. Breathe again. The fifth prana is called dhyan. So now you first towards heart, then you down the belly button, above the belly button, the heart. Now take it right to the top of your throat. Dhyan, sarup, root, sarup, structures. So all the planes of your existence, the three levels that are earth, atmosphere, and then the antriksh, dulok. Similarly, in the body, there are different planes: your physical body, your chemical body, your electrical energy, your magnetic, atomic, subatomic level. So it's called dhyan. 205 bones, muscle, tendons, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so at the medical level, physical level, we have apparatus and structures and things to measure these. But the body, as we said, is more than that. So you're not a physical, like, that's why I said the engineer has to do much more serious work, because he has to complete it and do whatever they do in a complete manner. But your body has another component, which is the astral component and causal level, which is not measured by our equipment and stuff, but it's there. It gives you the life. So moving on from 5, then there is another 5, but first upranas called dhananjaya, etc., etc. So you have prana, pan, saman, udan, dhyan, roop, nag, kurma, karikal, deodat, dhananjaya. So there's 5 more which are to do with peristalsis, breath process, eyelid movement, hiccups, etc. The movement within your body, the more subtle way. But at the moment, Western science only understands only breathing in and out. So the prana, this is called prana. If you concentrate on it and understand, you can heal yourself by applying these principles to yourself. So breathe again. The second part we concentrate, subconscious function, is eating process. So most of these are 90, only you have 5 to 10% control, 90% is actually subconscious, same with eating. Your control is in what you choose, what you bring home, how much intellect you utilize, how much you understand about your body in terms of what should you put in your tummy. It's your responsibility because you're a human. Otherwise, next life you get born with as an animal. Because if you don't want to use your intellect, then you come with a brain which is controlled. You don't have choice, you don't have freedom. But when you have freedom, it's very important choice than what you make. So what you put in your mouth needs to be the right thing. So our rishis and ancient Hindu priests, they knew what to eat and advise what to eat from different colored foods, fruits, season-wise. Because the digestive function starts in the mouth. As I've said before, blood pressure, heart rate movement, other chemical processes starts in your mouth. So if you have, say, for example, silver beet or beetroot or purple color onion or other things, just by changing from nitrite to nitrates, your blood pressure is already controlled. So it's very important to understand that food we were taught, or our ancestors used the food as actually medicine. So there are all these different types of foods. They have meaning, they have chemical reaction. Because thereafter, you don't have control. And once it goes into the food pipe, and then the intestines, 8 meters small bowel, 2 meters large bowel, it's a long process. And meat-based foods are not suited for increased amount of time that it takes to go or expel itself. And that's why they are carcinogenic. They can produce cancers and other things because they're not supposed to stay long. Because if you see animals which are carnivores, they have a very straight intestinal system. They need to get out of the body very quickly. But what's important for humans is the vegetables, fruits, and other things with cellulose. They take long time. Okay, they're bulky, and they are actually foods. Like the other types of foods are good for microorganisms in, say, a dog or a cat. Our microorganisms, the good microorganisms in ourselves, which is like about 38 trillion in the intestines, feed on cellulose, on the vegetables. So this knowledge is important, okay, to understand why you should do something or not. So if you drink soda, acid-based stuff, and meat, refined, bad oils, you are killing these bacteria in your body. So that is why it's important to make sure you choose, because your intestines contain 70% of your immune system. And if you chronically irritate your bowel, you are going to hyperstimulate your immune system. So that's why, last 30, 40 years, you can see how many autoimmune diseases are happening now in your body. Inflammatory bowel disease, irritable bowel disease, skin disease, thyroid disease, kidney disease, heart disease, dementia. All these are related directly to the disturbance of your immune system. And your intestinal system is called second brain. So it's directly related to your head or the brain on the top through what's called vagus nerve. So if you're not careful, and that's what has happened to the society, that all your social events and everything that we do, in olden times, because the eating habits was good, you still Hindus practice, they won't drink alcohol or eat meat or etc. on festivities. The habit was good, so you ate the good things anyway. But now social events are associated with eating wrong things. It's alcohol based, lots of meat and other things based. So everything is now calculated in the wrong manner. So just be mindful because of the physiology of body, your immune system, your goodness, your connection to your brain. Okay, and the bacteria that needs to be there to prevent illnesses, even cancers happen because of the imbalance of the microbial population in your body. Okay, so breathe again. Deep breath. Take your attention to the sides of your tummy. Visualize what's called bean-shaped structures like kidney bean. There's kidneys there. That also almost 99% is subconscious. So it's microsecond filtration system of your blood. Within seconds, it filters your entire 5 liters of blood, takes out the bad things, and removes it. So just express gratitude to it and be mindful to it. Because part of the excretory process, as we talked about the breath, the food passage, and then the sweat itself, they take out toxins. So don't suppress these things because you are removing toxins and you need to balance. Any toxin that comes out of your body needs to be, as a human, how animals try and look after the rubbish they do. As humans, we should. And the yajna ceremony, the Havan ceremony is actually done for these purposes, to cleanse your internal house environment, your mind, body, plus your neighborhood and the society you live in. The purpose of it is because if you take it seriously, whatever you can offer to the creator, the universe, is the only means is the fire. Because every other way of offering is that won't be taken because you will eat it yourself later on anyway. But through fire ceremony, it converts into this energy form. So our Devi, Devatas, what we call the angelic forces, they are going to absorb it, like fire, the atmosphere, the wind, the water, the oceans, the moisture. That's why these things are done. To breathe again. Take your attention to your fingertips. panja, your kalai, your koni, your elbow, come up to the shoulders, your neck, go down your spine to the bum area, beyond behind your thighs, behind your knees, behind your leg, to the heel, sole of your feet, come in the front of your feet, ankles, front of the leg, the knees, thighs, come to the pelvic region, left side, concentrate. It's called Ida. On the right side, it's called Pingla. In the middle, there is a passage, spinal cord, called Sushumna. The left side is associated with the position of moons, and it is related to the hormone secretion, end organ hormone secretion in your body. Right side, Pingla, is to do with sun. Your how Earth orbits 365 days, or the Jupiter takes 12 years. That's why you have Mahakumbh Mela every 12 years, because it holds the asteroid, so that the Earth is safe. There's all scientific reasons why these things are done. So in the end, it's express of gratitude. Okay, so you're expressing gratitude to this universe, the systems, which has direct impact on your body, and everything is reflected in your body. So take your attention. So sun effect is circadian rhythm, and circadian rhythm is controls what's called your master endocrine gland, the pituitary gland. Without that, you can't be alive. So breath is one, food is another, but if your endocrine function, pituitary gland is not there, you can't be alive. And it's directly related to your sun or circadian rhythm. So wake up on time, sleep on right time. If you don't do yoga and things, you definitely require 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And the best time of sleep is actually between 10 to 2 a.m. for healing purposes. There are other components of your 24-hour cycle is meant for different things. So sleeping in the day and trying to cover has no point. You've disturbed your system anyway. So being a human, there's a rule. The freedom comes with really, really tough choices. So think about it, okay? So your pituitary gland directly has impact because of the earth movement, around the sun, hormones are secreted. Your blood pressure and other things are directly controlled. It's called antidiuretic hormone. The hormones are secreted. They have direct impact on blood vessels. And there are many different hormones which are related to your growth and has impact on pineal gland, which is secretes endorphin, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, all these good feeling hormones. You don't have to take alcohol, you don't have to take Angola, you don't have to. Because if you know how to stimulate your pharmacy, the chemical forms of that we take from outside actually numbs us slowly over time. And the secretion from the body is not going to happen because it's a what called a reflex physiological function. If you put it through your mouth, then the body reads as that you don't require to produce. So everything has consequences. Okay, so if you stimulate your pineal gland and if you know the method, so your thyroid, your parathyroid then functions better, your bone marrow, your mada, maja, asti, every cell has a reserve called stem cells in your body. So you can heal yourself. That's how people can live for a long time, healthy wise, not replacing with artificial stuff in your body, but because there is 25% of its reserve in your body. But most of us don't know how to stimulate these things, how to express stem cells to heal your body. And living the life that we live only on the level of survival mode, as I said in the beginning, will bust your adrenal gland, which has to secrete what's called adrenaline, noradrenaline, epinephrine. All these cortisol-based hormones are good for a short term only in a danger situation, fight, flight kind of response, but it's very harmful in a chronic long term manner, which is modern life. Okay, so if you wake up 5 o'clock, you're running on the road, you're scared of your boss, people are gossiping behind you, you have deadlines to meet, you have traffic on the way back, You come home, everything is shattered, the wife is unhappy, the children are angry. 16 hours, 18 hours of your day is in stress. It's actually directly related to the your sick, the dis-ease state that we end up in. You're not at ease anymore. You become diseased. Okay, so how do you balance this? So at the moment, at least, we don't know, we don't have drugs, we don't have other ways of balancing our body. Yoga is one system. Our you know, people knew that there will be in Kali Yuga, that a time will come that people won't know how to look after themselves. So there is a prescription from, it's called Yoga Darshan, Yajurved, description of these processes in Yoga Darshan. And then it comes in Gita or Vasisht Yoga when Rishi Vasisht Muni explained to Sri Ram. It's the same thing that they talk, they describe in different phases of earthly living. So I'm just sharing as well, so in same information. So then you can balance your body and it stimulates called vasovagal tone. So you have rest, repair, regeneration of your body. So that's what is healing. It's passed through called vagus nerve from brain. It comes down. Your pupils are dilated. Your face are always smiling. You're looking beautiful all the time. For ladies, okay. So you are approachable. People know you can talk to you. You can know by looking at a person's face. Can you talk to them or not? Are you welcome or not? Just the face. That is what it does to your face. And similarly, it does to your heart. Okay, all your organ systems are affected in a similar manner as your face. Peristalsis or food movement, your pancreas, your gallbladder, your liver, the juice secretion of your body. So that health comes from this system, which is stimulated by yogic processes. You now bring your attention to your two eyes that you have, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, your tongue. These are the antennas to your body. Okay, so the spectrum is very wide. So light is either white or dark or black. Your choice where you want to be. But to be in the white is not easy. In the black, it's very easy to be always in the night and doing whatever in the hidden form. But in the fronting up is very hard. So the good things are always hard to do in life. There's no modules to bad things in life, as you know. Everybody can do anything wrong very easily, eating, drinking, whatever lifestyle. But to do the right, you need modules. You need direction because you won't by default do the right thing. That is why it's hard to be on the right side of things because it doesn't come just automatically. And we all know that. So that movement, learning in your body, okay, so mal, mutra, haath, pair, baat karne ki, the karma yoga. So these are the 5 other things that expresses what we are, what we become. Now bring your attention to the tailbone. Move up. Swadhisthana, move up. Manipur, move up. Anahat, move up the spine. Vishuddhi, move up the spine at the level of your pituitary gland. Trikuti, Ajna, go up, right up to the top of your head, along your spine, called Sahasrara. So 7 planes of existence, the cosmic existence is reflected by the 7 energy centers in your body. So yoga brings all this together. Yoga, it's called yoga, yoga fusion. So that plane of existence in the physical level within your body then connects to your astral component, which is the 7 planes of universe that we live in. And then the causal body or the Karan Sharir is the true self, which is Atma. And if you keep progressing and keep practicing these things, you keep moving yourself and understanding the depth of it. So just have a feel, out of body experience, hands by your side. Look at yourself lying like a piece of log while you are at the level of your ceiling. See your body. Just feel it. Keep moving. If you keep moving out, you can see entire Sydney move up, right to the International Space Station, about 400 kilometers up. You can see Earth spinning. So it's twisting around 16,000 kilometers per second and rotating, orbiting around the sun about 22,000 kilometers per hour. So the zero gravity becomes because you are at the same speed of the whole Earth is spinning at that level, so it becomes zero. Now you can watch yourself from that position, the vastness of the creation, because your astral body can give you this energy to feel it. Or rishis and munis, how they wrote about the distance from moon to earth to sun. It's written in the Vedas or Hanuman Chalisa. If you read it, the distance from moon to sun to earth. Okay, so 384,000 kilometers to moon, 153 million to the sun. 108 times the diameter of moon distance to earth. 108 times the diameter of earth distance to the sun. These are all written thousands and thousands of years ago. Shukal Paks, Krishan Paks, Ekadasi, why do you need to fast twice a month? Intermittent fasting has become very now a big fad. Our people used to teach us to do this, but then we thought, oh, we don't want to listen to them. But when it comes from the media, West media, especially Western media, it becomes very juicy. It becomes, oh, I'm modern or something. I'll do it then. That's good. You do it anywhere. That's good. But what I'm saying, it's already there. At least somehow pick it up. The good things. Observe what's called the Milky Way or Akash Ganga. The vastness of these 100 million stars, 100 million galaxies. Our solar system. Then Andromeda, Metrometer, multiple universes. Because the sun also spins. It's around 200,000 kilometers per second. In our universe, the Milky Way spins around 2 billion kilometers an hour. Who said we were still? Who said we can just sit and rest and just sleep and hold there? No, nothing is static. Everything is moving. You can't, you have no choice actually. You have to move with time. And this time and space is relative anywhere. So visualize this, the creation itself. You can do it with the astral component. The Alpha Centauri, Earth-like planetary system, the couple of planets, or what's called event horizon, about 25 million light years. Fifth dimension. The brain can, you can use your brain in 12 dimension, which is actually becoming a god if you reach 12 dimension. At the fifth dimension level, there is no time and space, and what's called event horizon. In the scientific way I'm explaining, but this is all from the Vedas. This knowledge is there. So there's no time, space, particles are weight, mass is energy, there's gravity, and all this that we feel. You are beyond that. So your age of living on Earth suddenly becomes very different. If you are in there, in 20 years, the eye changes by less than 5 years, while on Earth, you are already a 15-year-old person will become 65 years old, while you are only 20 there. So this is all relative. And if you keep moving beyond, it's called cosmic horizon. So that's about 50 trillion light years. It's called Kham Brahma. Kham Brahma means energy at that level is everything is energy. So light energy is about 70%, dark energy about 30%. The rest is what's called dark. So light matter, dark matter, and light. The rest is what's called dark energy. So in the Sadhya Sukta of Rig Veda describes this. Everything is from nothingness or energy based or vibration. So if you want abundance of anything, you have to become that level, either the energy form or nothingness. So that's why yogis usually are like that. They are at a stage of nothingness. Because abundance truly comes from that level, not from involvement or all this physical stuff. You can work very hard through the physical Newtonian methodology and achieve things, but this is what we all have achieved. It's very hard work, and it is limited. But if you want to cross the barrier and really find abundance in anything and everything, and at a quick function, because there is no time and space at that level of achievement. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. In and out. So that, that time that you do of Yog Nidra actually taps in your subconscious. So subconscious is 90% of what we are. It's only 10% is our voluntary control. Most of the things are actually done without us knowing, and luckily it is done without us control, because we will kill ourselves if we had the control of our heart or breathing or etc. You'll be so selfish, because we are selfish beings. We lock our house, lock our everything. Your body gets locked. So you can't separate something that you do externally from inside your body. Whatever you do outside is actually happening inside. So just imagine if we had the control, we would close our body within seconds, because that's the selfishness level of human beings, because you don't want to share anything. So luckily it is subconscious, but the problem is the efficiency is not there, because if you're not mindful, if you don't concentrate on it, it doesn't perform to its ability. And that's only at the physical level, and we forget about the what's called the Suksham Sharira. Atmic level is beyond any kind of simple understanding. So how do you stimulate the rest of the chakras is by what's called pran kriya. So pran kriya, and then we do pranayam. Alright, so the first one we do is called Bhastika pranayam. So you sit straight, breathe in through your nostrils, breathe out. So what we are doing is, when we breathe in, we push out our belly button. When we breathe out, we push our belly button in. Okay, so it goes like that. If you can't keep yourself straight, you can support your back like this. If you can't move your tummy, you can use your hands to help you. Okay, Bhastika pranayam. Now already you have oxygenated yourself so nicely. Okay, so deep breath, deep oxygenation. It empties your what's called dead space in the lung. Okay, so 500 meters of air just sits there for nothing. You are this way, you are emptying, and you are replacing the entire lung with fresh air. Next one is called Agnisar. So you breathe in deep, breathe out. As you breathe out, then hold the breath. In the holding position, then you move your belly button out and in, out and in. So you're holding your breath, learning how to hold your breath for longer time. As I was describing Yoga Nidra, nothingness, there is nothing there. So when you hold your breath, that is the moment you feel that nothingness. Okay, that is space. Even in in physics we learn atoms, electrons, proton, neutron. The power is in the space, not in the electrons that are running, but in that space. So breath, what we learn in by doing pranayam prankriya is we learn to find the space. Okay, so Agnisar, breathe in, breathe out, hold it. Breathe in, out and out. In, out, hold and push your belly button in and out. Okay. Third prankriya is Ujjayi pranayama. So we put our effort in concentration around the throat, the chest as you breathe in. You feel the vibration, okay? So feel it. Now, when you breathe in, this time put your chin on the chest. When you breathe out, lift your chin, close your right nostril and breathe out through the left nostril, okay? Ujjayi pranayama. Now, if you can roll your tongue, roll it and breathe in through the tongue. And put your tongue on the upper palate and breathe out through the nostrils. Yeah? Now, put your teeth together, breathe in and breathe out through the nostrils. Now we'll do what's called abhyantar breathing. So breathe deep, full deep in, and then breathe out. What's called vahi breathing. So completely out. When it's out, hold it. It's called vahi kumbhak. When you hold the breath, then put your chin on your chest and close all your orifices. Yeah. So Mool Bandh, Jalandhan Bandh, Udan Bandh. All your orifices. You are in this position and hold it as long as you can. Again, you get this space, the peace, and everything that you feel comes in that moment, in that space. Okay. Because you are now basically linking yourself to that infinite space that is there. Okay, so God's energy, the God's particle. Okay, so Aventriviti, Vahiviti, Vahikumbhak, When you can't hold anymore, breathe nicely. So you are like showering outside your body. Now you are, there's an internal shower happening. In, out, hold. Okay, now do Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is a pran kriya, different type, which is exhalation based. So try and keep as straight as possible your spine. Keep your eyes closed, and then you breathe out at your own rate, at your own speed. You can support yourself by using your hands or a chair or a wall. Anyway, just concentrate. Breathing out. You're pushing your belly button in. The breath comes out. Vacuum is created with you inhale by default. You don't have to concentrate on it. Just concentrate on exhalation. So do it as long as you can. Try and get into a habit because it's quite strenuous. So the muscles are pulled, your tummy muscles, your chest muscles, your side muscles are utilized. So over time, you'll get the pain will go away, but it's very powerful. The kapal means your top of your head, metaphorically opening up. Yeah, that's the purpose of whole life. Okay, dharma, kam, moksha, prada. If you want to achieve that blissfulness, that state of everything abundance, you go through this cycle from birth 2 years afterwards. The purpose is actually reopen the connection to the universe. The Kapalbhati is a pranayama, pranakriya, which reconnects you to your true self. Okay, you try, you can breathe out, so sit. In some ways, it's actually quite addictive. Once you start becoming in the rhythm, and then you actually feel the goodness that it produces in your body, you just feel like doing it. Okay, so in your time, when you practice, once you get into the rhythm and habit, you can do it. Right? So that's Kapalbhati. Now we'll do what's called Anulom Vilom. So breathe in through the left nostril, then breathe out through the right nostril, then close the left nostril, breathe in through the right nostril, and then breathe out through the left nostril. We do 3 cycles of it. Okay, breathe in through the left nostril, out to the right, in through the right, out to the left, in through the left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left, in through the left, out to the right, in through the right, out to the left. Now continue doing the same but very quietly. Yeah? So we'll breathe in through the left, hold it, out to the right, hold, in through the right, hold, out to the left, hold, into the left, hold, out to the right, hold, into the right, hold, out to the left, hold, into the left, hold, out to the right, hold, into the right, hold, out to the left. Keep your eyes closed. So your monkey mind, the chatterbox, hopefully I've helped you reduce it significantly. Because you can't do meditation if you have your monkey mind switched on. You really need to switch it off. Because that monkey mind is the obstruction to intuition. And the deep aspect of meditation, which truly meditation is intuition. Now you are ready. Meditate. Sit straight, breathe in deep. So we have Vachik, Upansik, or Mansik. A, U, Ma. A, survival mode. U, material success. M, metaphysical spiritual attainment. Vachik, Upansik, Mansik. All comes in it. Also includes all your states of the brain functional aspect. Jagrit, Turiya Tar. In the it all includes in that symbol. Jagrit, Swapn, Turiya Tar. So concentrate on it. Be completely immersed in it when you express it. Svah Tatsaviturbharenyam Argo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Yona Prachodayat. संकल्प। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, हम अपने विभिन्न दुखों की निवृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आए हैं। आप कृपया करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराई और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर बनी रहे। प्रतिहारा, अपने आप को याद दिलाइए कि आप कौन हो। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। मैं पांच महाभूत आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, जल, पृथ्वी, पांच तन्मात्राएं, रूप, स्पर्श, गंध, शब्द, 10 इंद्रिय, 5 क्रिया, 9 द्रव्य, आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, जल, पृथ्वी, मन, बुद्धि, अहंकार, आत्मा। बल्कि मैं आत्मा केवल हूँ। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप। अपने याद दिलाइए ये जितनी जो 3 प्रकार की वस्तुओं से पूरी ब्रह्मांड बनी हुई है, उसमें से केवल आप सही रूप आत्मा है और जड़ है। जो चेतन है केवल आत्मा ही चेतन है। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप हूँ। द बॉडी कीप चेंजिंग, माइंड कीप चेंजिंग, emotions keep changing, thoughts keep changing, but I never change. So who am I? I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the life, and I'm part of that entire creation, the Brahman. यथा पिंडे तथा ब्रह्मांडे। मैं शुद्ध आत्मा, मैं चेतन स्वरूप, मैं चेतन स्वरूप। So attain that state of dissociation, have that interoception and detachment. So that's pratihara. Once you have pratihara, then you can slowly enter the stage of what's called the meditation. So which requires concentration. Meditation itself follows after that, and you get what's called blissfulness or samadhi. So how do you maintain concentration? The most pure sattvic route would be to have yourself immersed in the qualities of the ultimate creator, that energy. का पहला अर्थ स्वर व्यापक, सर्वशक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, अजन्म, आनंद, अमर, निर्विकार, नित्य पवित्र, सृष्टि करता है। उसी की स्थिति, प्रार्थना, उपासना करने योग है। धर्म, अर्थ, काम और मोक्ष की प्राप्ति करें। ब्रह्मचर्य, गृहस्थी, वानप्रस्थ, संन्यास की जो यात्रा है वो पूरी हो। 9 द्रव्य, आकाश, वायु, जल, पृथ्वी, हर काल, हर समय, 24 गुण, 33 कोटियां, 5 क्रिया, हर मोड़, हर जगह, हर स्थान में आप उपस्थित हो। हमें केवल पहचानना हमारी कमी है। आप अनंत काल से अपने उपकार, अपनी आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते हो। प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामनाओं को आप ही प्रतिक्षण पूर्ण करते हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुद्ध था करे उसे अब बिना मांगे स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालती जाती है। आपके आंचल में विचल शांति तथा आनंद का वास है। आपके चरण चरण की शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धि तथा सब अविरक्षित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति में सच्ची श्रद्धा तथा विश्वास और स्थिति प्राप्त उपासना करें। काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मदा माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या द्वेष कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर करें। क्रिएटर, ऑर्गेनाइजर, प्रोटेक्टर, omniscient, omnipotent, omniscient, generator, operator, and in the end, the dissolver. From eternity, to keep showering your blessings, all desires of living is always fulfilled by you. Whatever is good and beneficial for us, you provided us without asking. Provide our wisdom, happiness, peace, and contentment, love and affection. Dispel our illness, weakness, and worries. May we always remember to sit and submit ourselves in the arms of that benevolent and compassionate God. May we have complete faith and devotion. May we be like the lotus flower living in this material world, but be away and out of it and achieve the complete material and spiritual success. Remove narrow-mindedness, selfishness, attraction, lust, anger, jealousy, hatred, violence, evil, negativities from us. का दूसरा अर्थ सर्वरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वी वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म शरीर कारण शरीर ग्रोस इथरल बॉडी एस्ट्रल बॉडी है कोजल बॉडी जाके राको साइया मार सके न कोई बाल न बाका कर सके जो जग बहरी हो every planes of existence. You're the sheep, you're the protector. There's nothing that can even touch us. The vibrations, the electrical energy that is around our body, we are always protected and in the safety zone. There's no accidents, there's no randomness. Everything is a coincidence. There's synchronicity, there's serendipity, there's symphony, there's harmony, there's homeostasis, the Schumann resonance, 732 hertz, the pH 7.32, the temperature 37.5 degrees. Is a fine balance of this whole homeostasis, as in the body is out within the universe. And if you're part of that resonance, you are part of that multi-dimension then. में सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति और क्षमा सरलता स्थिरता निर्भरता अहंकार शून्यता सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति में हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत व आत्मा पवित्र सुंदर आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियां विकसित हो हमारे हृदय में दया का सहानुभूति हो वाणी में मिठास हो दृष्टि में प्यार हो हमें बुद्धि से ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण करें हमारी व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो दीनाथ दीनों के मध्य में विचरने वाले ईश्वर आपके चन्नान बिंदियों में हमारा जीवन अर्पित हो इसे अपने सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ है ईश्वर May we acquire all those virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearlessness, and humbleness. May our body be healthy, strong, mind pure and enlightened. Soul divine and super through your blessings and company. May all our senses be enlightened. May our heart have compassion and sympathy. May our words be amiable and thoughtful affection. May our vision have love for entire creation. May we have complete education and wisdom. Our personality be virtuous and very. They exist amongst the poorest of the poor. May our life be devoted and dedicated at your feet. Grace us through this prayer and bless us. का तीसरा अर्थ है शुद्धमसी बुद्धमसी मुक्तमसी निरंजन आप शुद्ध हो आप पवित्र हो यू आर परफेक्ट एंड कंप्लीट हमें शुद्ध करो हमें पवित्र करो we acquire the purity perfection pure and sincerity that truthfulness that ultimate stage of perfection संकल्प के साधना पुरुषार्थ अभ्यास विवेक वैराग की प्राप्ति हो तो मे वी हैव द डिस्क्रिमिनेटिव पावर दैट इंटेलेक्ट तब शरीर से जो तामसिक स्थिति इनर्शिया तो ये है हमारी रहन सहन में जो कुछ उल्टे पुराने जन्म का और इस जन्म का जो मैल छाया हुआ है उसको हम रिप्रोग्राम कर सके योग ही एकमात्र रास्ता है निष्काम कर्म करें जो मंकी माइंड है ना चंचलता 70,000-80,000 थॉट्स अ डे तो कैसे निकालें एग्जॉशन आता है ना यही मन की थकावट से फिजिकल थकावट थोड़ी ही देर रहता है, जो मन की जो थकावट है, दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम नाउ। निष्काम कर्म करें तो फिर आत्मा, जो जन्मों जन्म का साइकिल है ना, इम्प्रेशन क्रिएटेड होगा, वो एक धूल मैले की तरह आपके ऊपर छाया हुआ है, उसको साफ करता है, हमारी क्लेश सब दूर होगा तब। अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अग्निवेश मृत्यु का भय उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ, बदले की भावना सब समाप्त हो। काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मदा माया मत्सर्य ईर्ष्या द्वेष आदि कुटिल भावनाओं को दूर कर हमारी बात पीत का श्लेष्मा की प्राप्ति और जागृत स्थिति, स्वप्न सुषुप्ति तुरिया तुरिया तर्क भार्गव भागवत चेतना की प्राप्ति। शब्द हमारी वाणी, संकल्प करें, साधना पुरुषार्थ करें, अभ्यास, अन्न जल आकाश स्मृति आशा आत्मा परमात्मा, उसकी प्राप्ति। लोकेशना प्रतेशना विदेशना से बचे, हमारे में मैत्री भाव करुणा मुदिता उपेक्षा की प्राप्ति हो। अन्नमय कोश मनमय कोश प्राणमय कोश विज्ञानमय आनंदमय कोश। अहिंसा सत्यास्त्य ब्रह्मचर्य तिग्रा सौ संतोष तपस्या ईश्वर के ध्यान इसकी प्राप्ति हो। तब हमें एकाग्रा की स्थिति आती है। चित्र दो मूल दो विचित्र दो एकाग्रा की प्राप्ति। योग चित्र वृत्ति निरोधा सर्विकल से सर्विचार सर्विस से नरवी संप्रजा स्थिति से संप्रजा स्थिति सर्वगुण से निर्गुण सानक सुष्मिता कैबल्य धारणा ध्यान समाधि की प्राप्ति। वाक का ये सब दूर हो जाती है और बराबरी होती है, बड़ी स्वस्थ फील होती है। धारणा ध्यान समाधि की प्राप्ति, सिद्धि की प्राप्ति की। अनिमा महिमा गरिमा नरिमा महिमा प्राप्ति तो कन्या स्तवा विस्तवा। प्राण स्वरूप माता, प्राण का प्राण देने वाले, दुख हरता सुख प्रदाता जगत के उत्पादक, 52,000 नाडियां, 100 बिलियन न्यूरॉन, यो यो ना पिछोड़ दे। ईश्वर हमारी बुद्धि को उत्तम मार्ग में प्रेरित करो, बुद्धि से गलत ना करे, सदा चिंतन आपकी स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना करें। ईश्वर आप सच्चित आनंद हो, ऑल प्योर परफेक्टेड कंप्लीट। वेद सब सत्याओं का पुस्तक है, वेद दर्शन उपनिषद गीता वाल्मीकि रामायण, ये सबको पढ़े और उसको बांटे। अनंत इनफाइनाइट, ना शुरू ना अंत, कन कन हर काल हर जगह। मंत्र चिकित्सा। ओम तक्षक्षुर्दीहितं पुरुषाच्युतमुष्णत् पश्येमे शरदा शतं जीवेमे शरदा शतं शृणुयाम शरदा शतं प्रभाम शरदा शतात् अधीनश्याम शरदा शतत् दृश्यं शरदा शतात् यज्जाग्रतो दुर्मय दैविकुं दैवितं दैवितिं दूरमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरीकं तन्मे मनासु संकल्पमस्तु। ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षमामृतात्। तुम तेजोमसि तेजोमयिदिं बलमसि बलमयिदिं ओजोमसि ओजोमयिदिं वीरमसि वीरमयिदिं तुम सहोमसि सहोमयिदिं मनुर्मसि मनुमहिदिं तुम तनुपाग्नेसि तनुमम्मे पाहि विचोदाग्नेसि वर्चोमेदिं तुम तनोमा तन्मम्मा बहुतु मा ओम तमेमा च तविततमो बन्धुशिखा विद्या द्रविणं तमे सर्वं मम देव देव। ओम विश्वानिधि सवितर्दतानि पराश यद्भद्रं तन्नाश्वा ओम हिरण्यगर्भा समवर्तिताग्रे भूतस्य जाता पतिरेक्ष्या सदा धारि पृथिवीं मकृष्मै देवयाः विशाखदेव यात्मदा बलदा यस्य विश्वोपासते पश्यं यस्य देव यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृतेव कृष्णै देवायाः विशाखदेव। ओम या प्राणत निविशतु महि त्वैकैन्द्रजाजगतो भावुः यायिष्ये से द्विपचस्पतिष्पदा कृष्णै देवायाः विशाखदेव। येन देवरुग्रा पृथिवीचदिरा येन स्वासवितं येन नाक योऽन्तरिक्षे राजसो विमाना कृष्णै देवायाः विशाखदेव। Om Prajapati Sudhitanande Vishwajatani Parita Bhavu Yatkamaste Jahumastanastu Shamuktaro Om Sanno Vandra Janita Savidata Dhamani Ved Bhuenani Vishwa Yatra Deva Amrit Manushana Shashikriya Dhamanna Dhairiyanta Om Agnene Supatara Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yadasma Jauran Meno Bhushante Namaktim Vidhem Om Namo Shambhavaya Cha Namo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Maskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shiktaraya Cha Om Shanno Mitta Shanvaruna Shanno Bhari Kumariva Shanno Indra Brahaspati Shanno Vishnu Rukkama Namo Brahmane Namastavaya Tumviksham Brahmadi Tumviksham Brahmadi Swami Riktam Vadishami Satyam Vadishami Tanmam Autu Tat Bhaktaram Autu Mam Autu Bhaktaram Om Shannadevi Ravishnaya Apumontu Vitaye Shannoravi Sharvantuna Om Sarvisham Sustirbhavatu Sarvisham Shantirbhavatu Sarvisham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvisham Mangalam Bhavatu Om Sustina Indro Brahate Vasha Sustina Pusha Vishwavedaha Sustina Stacharyo Arishtani Sustina Brihaspati Dadhatika Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karvavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvisham Vahi Om Dena Taktina Bhujinta Nyatapinde Tata Brahmande Tapinde Om Purnidhi Vahi Karmani Devishetam Samayote Tinami Titi Astina Karmli Patinave Mastuma Saktakamaya Tamasuma Jyotirgamaya Mityuma Amritam Gamaya Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Ma Kashyata Dukha Bhavetu Ma Kashyata Dukha Bhavetu Om Purnamada Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamiva Vashishyate Om Dev Shanti Antarchitu Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Roshadaya Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwe Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagum Shanti Shanti Deva Shanti Shama Shanti Devi Om Shanti 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 Om शांति 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 धन्यवाद जी धन्यवाद साथ देने के लिए hopefully you got some energy some peace some directions in life know how to reprogram yourself we all don't stop learning entire life is for learning not this but multiple lives it requires to achieve even 20% of what this human body can give you. Imagine we use 5% of our brain only at the moment. If you use 20% of brain, what would happen? So that's where it comes, the metaphysics, the spirituality part of it, because if you go from, we are living in 3 dimensions only, 4, 5, imagine the level of your life where can you reach? And brain, by science, now we know, even can exist up to 12 dimensions. So there's lots of science now, basically, validating what is in the Vedas, what is in the Yoga Shastra, what are in the Darshans, what is in Gita, persist, very well. So all the best for the week, and see you next week again. Thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.